Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here at Gala, seeing what's going on. Just really quick little update kind of regarding our most recent analysis, because we can kind of see price action is still hanging out in this upper region here, trying to retest this upper level. We do have somewhat of a double top pattern here that could break down as well. You want to be mindful of that. But we'll go ahead and go with the a subjective trade that is completely unbiased as per usual. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I hope you can learn something here today. If you do want to learn something more, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. Got Trading Academy community and Signals group. Really awesome opportunity there. Congrats again to our community members. We took profit last night or this morning from Cartesi at, 25% in 4 hours. We also took profit from Crowcoin about 28% in 18 hours. And prior to that, of course, we traded Chainlink 31%. Again, that's not significant gains. I get that because you see 1000x% returns nowadays online, but those are 5x trades that are low leverage, not super crazy, super consistent, and again, we've taken a massive amount of profit this month. So it all adds up over time, folks. All right, let's take a quick look at the daily here. See what's going on. We got a MACD convergence here, not really fully formed. Okay, we talked about that last night. Nothing really has changed much there. Money flow index is still low, okay, which is slightly concerning just in the overall sense here. But again, the RSI is tapering off. Unless the RSI continues to progress upwards, we may see a pullback in the price action. And again, it's just kind of that somewhat of a hidden bearish divergence, but we're not there yet, so I'm not going to concern you with it. But something we want to be mindful of. Again, seeing that on the daily isn't a super stark reality because that can change. Especially with this most recent candle here. Okay, so again, we saw overnight some really strong continuation from Gala. Taking a look at the MACD on the 4-hour time frame. It's diverging, so to speak, but not much at all. Keep in mind, just starting to lose a little momentum. Very normal for a very significant increase like that. That's mostly a bullish sign though, so do not misinterpret that. Same thing here with the RSI. We can see the RSI is up over 50, but money flow index is coming down. So it basically just implies that there was a lot of selling pressure here at this point when the price action hit that resistance level at roughly about 2.7. And we talked previously about how 2.7 is a strong point of resistance and that we need to be able to break through that. We could very well see a cup and handle pattern here. It's not the cleanest, but there is potential for the price action to recover here, bounce off this 0.618 fib at 2.538, and essentially continue higher. So a consideration in this range here between 2.5 and 2.57 might be a good consideration because we have a fair value gap. Once that gets filled, the price action will very much continue in the opposite direction. Okay, so there's some good things there. Let's take a look at the moving averages above all 4 as well. Excuse me. So what can we summarize here? The 4-hour time frame looks pretty bullish, okay? It's not like the best and most amazing thing, but it's definitely contributing and looking positive here. There's nothing really super concerning to me. And again, the 4-hour time frame translates into a daily time frame, and it turns out to be a positive sign here. Okay, now Elliott Wave does tell us a different story, but this is kind of a weird one. We got almost a triple top here. Okay, so triple top or double top, and or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a ABC pattern on Elliott Wave. Those are all things that are typically, I wouldn't say bearish, but bearish now that we're here. Again, you got to keep in mind, we're not fully validated that this is the highest point. Okay, this continues higher. This whole Elliott Wave scenario is null and void, at least the second half. Okay, so I just want to kind of clarify that. Some folks ask me a lot about that. And you kind of got to go with the flow when it comes to that, and it's not really flowing in the direction that we want it to. This establishing almost a higher high kind of invalidates that potential reversal. Okay, not to say Gala can't still go down from here. It just seems less likely based on what we've seen here so far. Okay, taking a look here at the Ichimoku cloud. Very last thing here. This is a confirming factor letting us know green lights to leave your long position open. Okay, now we took some profits from Gala last week. We don't have a trade open this week, but again, trading these swings is pretty much the way to go, right? I think we caught this one here, took profit here, or it might have been this one and this one. Regardless, it's tentatively range bound. Okay, so you got to recognize too, price action could be working with itself within a range. Okay, pretty significant range, pretty large range, but generally speaking, it's working itself in that direction. Okay, so keep in mind when that occurs, that could absolutely lead to a breakout. Because again, once you come up like this and you start to see the price action work itself into a range, it'll either break up or down. Okay, now again, there's no specific direction it goes. It does typically like to go up because it derived from the down position, right? But again, patterns have a funny way of not totally always working. Okay, so I wouldn't trust that just yet too early. Right now, I think the 4-hour time frame is really the most definitive time frame, letting us know that we have a decent amount of momentum here. we're sending this trend consistently and positively, and it does look like we want to be able to break upwards. Again, we probably want to wait a little while, but I do feel like along here at this point isn't the worst idea ever, because we do got somewhat of a cup and handle. Again, not the cleanest, but the 4-hour time frame is looking pretty decent. Okay, so again, a good trader will look for reasons not to take a trade, right? And so far we've identified that there are an equal amount of reasons not to take a trade on larger and smaller time frames than there is to take one on the 4-hour. So again, take with that how you will. But me personally, I'm still going to wait for something like this. I'd much rather wait for the price action to break above this resistance level and then consider a trade at 2.7. I know it seems crazy to buy a breakout, but you get confirmation by doing so. Okay. Again, trying to take a trade right now is kind of a toss of a coin, if you will, because we're not quite sure if it's going to reject or continue higher. But my guess, if I were to just do an educated guess, I think we're going to see this price break this level here, just based on the way the weekend is shaping up. Okay. Bitcoin finished strong yesterday, still pretty good shape at 37.7, retest that 38.5 range, which is super cool, and that gave a lot of positivity to the market. So some decent coins are taking off here today, so awesome stuff there. Again, congrats to our community members for some wonderful trades. I hope you all learned something here today. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.